What it do? What's up? What's good? It's your boy Trey
and Q.
And y'all already know because y'all are here. This is How Do You Love Me? Now, if you're watching, you're seeing it and you're like, yo, y'all got one mic. We were having some technical difficulties. We had some last week and it was still going on this week. And I was like, you know what? Forget this mess. And then Q was like, no, let's just do one mic. So
yeah,
here we are. We are one mic in until we fix this problem. But either way, we're going to get it done. So this episode, what are we talking about, Q?
Pet peeves.
That's right. We're talking about pet peeves. And so with that being said, let's get to it. How do you love me? All right, so Q, we are talking about pet peeves. Mm-hmm. Now, before we get into that, how full is your cup?
I mean, my cup was pretty full until we got to this table and the mic wasn't working. And it was my mic. It wasn't his mic. I don't know if y'all heard it on the last episode, but my mic sounded like I was underwater for whatever reason.
Man.
And then today, my mic sounds screwed.
Man, like chopped and screwed.
Yeah.
She was out here sounding deep, like she been smoking for 20 years.
Yeah, so I don't know. Right now, I'm back down to 75. I was at 100 because spent some time with some family. We went to a birthday party, a little intimate gathering, and got to see some people I haven't seen in a minute.
Yeah.
And
thanks to Corona.
Yeah. So yeah, I'm back down to 75 with this mic situation.
Oh man, don't let that do that. Don't let that do you dirty.
Yeah. It is what it is.
Well, yeah. So I'm pretty up there, I guess. I took a test yesterday. Actually, that was a couple days ago. Didn't do too well.
Yeah.
I'm not going to dwell on it, though. I'm about 85%.
How'd the test go?
I just said I didn't do too well.
Tell us what happened.
I failed it.
How?
I mean...
Like, did you not know the information? Like, what happened?
All right. So, basically, the proctored exam, meaning someone has to watch me take the test. Mm-hmm. Well, my test was supposed to start at like 11 and it didn't get started until like 11:35, 11:40 because the lady was tripping. Like she had me like do a 360 of the room, all the stuff that they have to do before I can actually take my test, mm-hmm. Look at my driver's license, all that. She made me do it multiple times and then came back and was like, yeah, do you mind changing your profile name, like the letter A? Can you make that lowercase? And I'm like, no, that's how you spell my name, with a capital A. And she's like, well, it needs to look like...
For those of y'all who do not know, Trey's name, for his real first name...
What are you waiting on?
Is DRC. So, yeah,
anyway,
sorry, just had to put that in there.
I mean... She didn't have to, but either way, yes, my name is DRC, and so the A is capitalized, and she wanted me to change that. She was like, "Well, your it has to match the driver's license," and I was like, "Wait a minute, all right, the driver's license is all caps," and I put the driver's license back in her face. Well, it was in the webcam, but if it was her face, I would have showed her, and it was all caps, and she was just quiet. Then she was like, "Well, I'm sorry, can we do the process again?" And I'm like, bruh, how many times you gonna look at the same room?
Right.
How many times you gonna look at the table? So either way, I had to do that multiple times, and I was livid.
Mm-hmm. So basically, your attitude.
It played a huge part.
Yeah,
it played a huge. Because the
whole
time, of course, I had to be with the same proctor. So
right.
I'm sitting there thinking, like, bruh, I'm sleepy.
Yeah.
And you just cost me a whole extra 40 minutes.
Yeah. Do y'all get to put in reviews on them?
Actually, we can. It's after the test. I just didn't even feel like doing it.
Oh, man, you should have done that because I mean, it's possible that maybe it was like her first time, and so maybe she got nervous and she kept asking you to show her the same thing over and over again.
That's what I chunked it up to.
Yeah, I mean,
yeah,
there's another chance.
Yeah, that's why I was just like, forget it.
Yeah.
So, so it is what it is. But either way, I had a great time today and yesterday. I went out to the golf course, getting that practice in,
Mm-hmm.
and I was good. I'm good. I'm having a great time. So,
that's good.
Yeah.
All right. So for today's Q tip,
let us know.
This is men and women. Y'all do not take yourself off the market for someone who is still shopping. Okay?
Explain that a little bit. What we talking about?
When I say don't take yourself off the market, I mean don't, call yourself in a relationship for somebody who's still acting like they're single. You know what I'm saying? Y'all supposed to be locked down, committed, and the other person is still, talking to different people, So that's my tip for today, because I've heard so many stories of people who get hurt because they didn't realize or weren't paying attention when their spouse was showing signs of them still communicating with other people. So just be mindful of that. What do you think?
I mean, that's a good tip. It's kind of one-sided if you all in and the other person is 50-50.
And I think, like, if you, like, there are so many things that you can be one-sided in, but commitment is one of the worst ones. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm committed to this relationship and you're halfway out the door, but you're still here. That's not enough of a commitment for me. So yeah, just look for the signs. I mean, if he's not putting in, or if she's not putting in 100% like you are, then I would just put them on hold and try out for somebody, who actually wants to, make that commitment. Ready. Yeah.
Yeah, so, especially if you're ready. Now, it's a whole lot of people out here playing the same game. So,
right.
Both of them out there doing whatever they want to do.
Yeah.
So, yeah, if you playing a different game, then, like, you ready to settle down and be for real, yeah, don't waste your time. Yeah. Don't waste your time, because you just end up probably hurting yourself.
And wasting some time. So, Trey, since we're talking about pet peeves today, I wanted to start this off by sharing one of my pet peeves that I have, like, outside of relationships, but, like, one that happens almost every day.
Mm-hmm.
And it just grinds my gears. And that is when I'm driving, and I'm in the correct lane. Y'all know how it is in Texas. If you ride in the farthest, the lanes to the farthest left, those are the fast lanes. So if you get in those lanes, you better be ready to go, because people will come behind you and they'll ride your butt. But if I'm in the slow lane and I'm going at least 10 miles over the speed limit, why are you riding my butt when there's like 3 other lanes you could get into?
Yeah, that's whack.
I can't stand it. It really makes me mad. And then I was on the phone with Trey a couple weeks ago, driving home, and it's at night, and so I don't like to pull up to the house when it's dark. So I always call Trey and let him know I'm on my way so he can come meet me at the door. So I'm on the phone with Trey, and I'm on the freeway. I'm on 35, and people drive crazy on 35. Lord. So this guy, I'm assuming it's a guy, I don't know. I categorize drivers by the way their car looks. Does anybody else do that? I do. Anyways,
I don't know.
He was in an Explorer, a white Explorer. It was kind of beat up. Anyways, their lane was ending. And instead of him getting over when he had the chance, he ran up on my butt so that he could go, like, trying to force me to let him in or whatever. And I was so mad, I rolled down the window. And Trey was on the phone. He was like, did you just roll your window down?
Because I could hear the wind.
And I was like, yes. And he was like, what you about to do? Don't tell me you about to cuss them out. And
no, that's not what I said.
What'd you say?
I said, what did you just do?
Oh.
And I was playing around, and I was like, I know you didn't flip them off.
Oh, no. So what I was going to do, so like in my door, there's like a little hole where, I don't know what you're supposed to put right there. But anyways, there's a little hole in there. And so that's where I keep my change. And so I rolled the window down because I was going to throw some change at that car because...
Ooh-wee.
I know. See, and that's why I don't need a gun, because I don't think I could be...
Lord help us.
I know. But I was going to throw some change at that car because I may not have been able to shoot you, but it would have sounded like it.
Now, what I told her after she told me that, I was like, look, I'm glad you didn't, because what if they would have threw out a gun?
Yeah, that's true.
And shot back.
Yeah.
So you out here chunking coins, and they chunking slugs through your windshield.
I know.
You know. So yeah, I was like, Lord, help her.
Yeah, I know. I do have a little bit of road rage, but I really don't understand why people are in such a rush. And I've told Trey this because I think it's funny, but I don't know why certain people, like in the busted cars, are always in such a rush. Like, what are you in a rush for? What are you in a rush for? Yeah, where are you going? You know what I'm saying? It's like 11:30 in the morning. Where could you possibly be trying to get to? I mean, if there's like a serious emergency, put your hazard lights on, or you know what I'm saying, like wave outside of the car or something. But don't ride my butt. I can't stand it. I will go slower, and I will make it hard for you to get around.
She's not joking. I've been in the car with her.
Yeah, and I'll honk my horn at you.
I've also been in the car for that too. And if you're driving, she will honk the horn for you.
Well, I really will with Trey, because I'm like, you gonna let them talk? I'm thinking they talking to us. You gonna let them do us like that?
Look, I am not about to get shot over no car. So yeah, I it's rare. Like if I honk the horn, that mean they literally almost hit me. So yeah, it's been a couple times where Kiana felt the disrespect more than I did, and she had to reach over, you know what I'm saying, and honk it for me. But you know,
I don't care. I'll stare you down in my rear view and my side mirror. Like this lady was running up on me the other day, and I like slowed down, and I looked at her. I made sure she saw me, because and then when she passed me, I looked at her too. I don't know what it is, but people just grind my gears when they're driving.
Well, you know what's funny? When they do something, like, have y'all ever noticed when somebody does something in the wrong to you on the road, when they pass you or you pass them, they never looking at you. Like, they don't ever look. So you could be looking at them, trying to stare them down to do whatever, and they trying to keep a straight head, straight face. So either way, but it's funny that you said that, because that made me think about one of mine when I'm on the road. And it just happened literally like yesterday or a day before. I can't remember. I think it was yesterday though. Literally, when someone switches the lane without putting a blinker on.
Yeah.
I don't even know why. Like, it shouldn't even bother me that much, but it does. So, and it really made me mad the other day, because a lady, okay, so if I'm in, it was a 1, 2, 3 lanes. So it's a 3-lane road. She's in the farthest right. Now, I'm going, you know, if you know me, I don't really, like, I ride with the cruise control almost anytime I can. So I'm rolling. I'm just chilling. She comes and she just gets barely in front of me and just gets over into my lane right in front of me. I'm like, bro, what are you doing? Now I got to get off my cruise control because you ain't going fast enough. Then she didn't put a signal light on. So I didn't even know she was trying to get over. And so I'm sitting there mad, you know, I'm like, golly, you ain't put a signal light on. As I'm saying that, she does it again. So she gets over to the next lane and we rolling. So it's not like she's doing it like just one continuous motion. She did it, jumped over, did it again. And then I'm like, now look at her. This is some mess. And I'm still looking, still mad a little bit. And she did it again, y'all, to turn off the road in front of another car. So all you can really see is her red brake lights. And then she just turned in. I'm like, bro, where is your blinkers? Like, it's not hard to just flip the, you know what I'm saying? So that really makes me mad. I'm not even sure why, but it does.
No, it does me too. Cause like I don't know, when I'm driving, I'm in the zone. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm focused on where I'm supposed to be going. I got my music going, I'm dancing, I'm jamming or whatever. And for you to do some weird stuff in front of me, it throws me off. It messes up my groove.
Yeah. So it's pretty bad.
All right, so enough of that. That was our car pet peeves. So funny. Trey, tell me some of your pet peeves, like your personal pet peeves.
For you?
Yeah, I guess so.
For you? Yeah. So I don't know if this is a thing or not, but luckily now we really, I ain't even going, it's not like that, but it does. I'm like, dang. So toothpaste, y'all, I don't know if this is real or not, but there is a certain way that you're supposed to squeeze the toothpaste out, right? And that's from the bottom up, right? You can get all the toothpaste out, and it looks nice when you're done. Like, it's just squeezed all the way to the end. One of my pet peeves is Kiana. She goes from the middle of the tube, just squeezing right in the middle. So you done pinched out, like literally, it just looks like just right in the middle. So yeah, I don't like that. It's like, bruh, the toothpaste is squeezed from the bottom up.
Okay, so here's why I do that. Okay, I do that because normally when I'm brushing my teeth, I'm in a rush. Okay, I ain't got time to be doing bottom to top, thinking about the motion and all that stuff. So, anyways, to solve that, we don't even use the same toothpaste anymore. I go to the other bathroom and I brush my teeth in there. I have my own tube and I get to do what I want with it.
This is facts.
So if you walk in there and borrow my toothpaste, you're going to be real upset.
Well, luckily I haven't had to do that. So
yeah, it's been a while.
Yeah. So yeah, my toothpaste, if you look at it, it still looks the same.
Yeah, because he actually, I think when we went out of town, we took my toothpaste. And I think you made a comment then.
I don't even remember.
Or we used yours, and when I gave it back to you, you were like...
I do remember that. Yeah. I remember that. Yeah.
Okay, so for me, now this goes for anybody, it ain't just you. Chronic indecisiveness. And what I mean by that is, if I ask you a question, and you go, I don't know, what do you want? Or... It doesn't matter. That makes me mad.
Really?
Yes, and I know who you get that from. You get that from your mama.
Well, actually, no. I get it from
who?
Past experience.
What?
Right? Like, when we were first married and stuff like that, if I said, like, say this, look, we're going to get something to eat. If I say, well, I want to get blah, 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 I really don't want that today. Now, if you do that enough times... I'm just about to stop answering because I personally don't really care. But since you asked, that's just what I said. And so if you switch it enough times, I'm like, look, might as well just ask you and we can just go where we're going. I know it's something on the menu that I like.
But that's the thing. So like when I ask you, what do you want to eat tonight? And you go, it doesn't matter. Yes, it does. Because I'm asking you. That's the thing. So I know that when we first got married, he really catered to what I wanted to do. So if I wanted to, eat Taco Bell, we're going to eat Taco Bell. If I wanted to go to Taco Casa, we're going to Taco Casa. If I want to go to On the Border, that's where we were going. But there was a certain point where I realized, like, he is constantly making, adjustments to do what I want to do. So after a while, I'm like, let's try to do something he wants to do. So now that I'm starting to ask him, I guess it's hard for him to give it. I mean, sometimes he does, but most of the time it's what do you want? Yeah,
and that's facts. Yeah. So it's just a little harder to get out of that mode, really. And then that and the other part is a lot of times it just be sprung on me if we're talking about food. Yeah. And I don't think about food, really.
And I do.
So it can be 3:00 in the afternoon or something, 3:30, and she like, so yeah, what do you want to eat? I'm like, I'm not thinking about food. I don't even know. And so you put on the spot. You got seconds to answer. I'm just like, look, I don't know because I ain't even been thinking about food. So I'm rarely ever thinking about food. So it's hard. It's hard to just come up with that.
You got another pet peeve?
Yep.
What you got?
Yep. So when I am saying something to you, right?
I already know where this one's going.
Yeah, because it actually just happened a couple of hours ago. When I'm saying something to you, and you say something smart back, and I really legitimately don't hear you, and I'm like, what'd you say? And you say, what? And then you don't answer. So I don't really care normally. Like, I don't care if you tell me, but it's interesting when you like, huh? and then you just like go to something totally different, and you never actually say what you said. So then I'm sitting there like, what did you say? And so it's only funny to you. I don't know. It's not funny, when I don't know.
Because I'm laughing right now. I don't know what situation you're talking about, but it's possible that whatever I said, I was mumbling under my breath.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. So then when I'm like, oh, what'd you say? Or what? You know, not even in like a angry or mad way. I just legitimately want to know what you said. And you're just like, what?
I know if I say it, then we're going to be arguing for a minute. And I just choose to let it go. Next thing you know, I'm asking, hey, do you see that tree over there?
Yeah, that's not cool.
But I'm trying to let it go. Because honestly, it ain't even worth it.
Yeah, but sometimes you just really want to know what you said. Like,
no,
literally, I'm like,
don't.
Dang. So what are you saying?
You don't want to know what I said.
That ain't cool.
You don't want to know. I mean, it's not that it's bad, but sometimes I just be like, I just be talking noise under my breath. And if I say it to you, then we're going to be arguing for 30 minutes or going back and forth for 30 minutes, like for something unnecessary.
Dang. So why you say it?
Because I just feel like I wanted to say it. So.
Oh, okay. Well, yeah. I don't really care for it especially like if she don't answer. Because then I'm just sitting there like.
Well, sometimes there's two ways. I either don't hear you or know it's a question.
No, but like.
Or I just don't want to answer because I'm like, it's not worth it.
I think it's normally always the second one because I know you heard what I said. But then when I say, what'd you say or something, you're like, what? And I'm like,
I don't know.
You heard what I said.
I don't even know what you're talking about.
I'll remind you next time it happens. It happens all the time.
Okay.
Yeah. So anyway.
So basically, you say I'm okay. So I need to repeat what I said. Say it with your chest.
I mean, I guess yeah. If you're gonna say it, yeah. Because then I'm just sitting there like, okay, what did you say?
Okay. Well, a pet peeve I have for you is when you don't take me seriously.
What does that mean?
That means, well, maybe that's a bad way.
Because I always really take it seriously.
That's a bad way to put. No, you don't. Okay, that's a bad way to put it, but that's the only way I could say it. So sometimes I'll say, I mean, I can't even think of anything right now, but like I'll come to you and I'll be like, hey, have you done such and I don't know. Let's say, have you taken the trash out? So just disregard what I said. Mm-hmm. Have you taken the trash out? Mm-hmm. And be like, yeah, I'm going to in like 5 minutes. Mm-hmm. An hour passes. You haven't taken the trash out. Mm-hmm. And then the trash man's coming down the street. Okay, well,
I know what you're saying. It literally wouldn't be an hour on that. But, it's not that I'm not taking you serious. It's just literally I might be in the middle of something else.
Yeah.
And like I'm trying to get it done and finish. Mm-hmm. That way I can fully focus on whatever it is. Because, and it's not just you. A lot of people have the tendency to, like, I could be doing something and then they just pop up out of nowhere needing me to do something else or asking me to do something else while I'm trying to get, like, my stuff. And so I had a tendency in the past to, and this is where it would mess me up, I would drop what I was trying to get done to help somebody else get what they need done. And then I wouldn't come back to what I was doing for like my stuff. Yeah. So then now I'm left like my stuff is left undone and then they stuff got done and they good. And then I'm sitting there struggling. And so just over time, I was like, look, let me finish this task and then go to the next and go to the next. But yeah, most of the time, because even I think it might have happened earlier. Yeah, you were like, hey, could you put some clothes in the washer?
Yeah.
And someone from earlier had asked me to send them something. I was trying to find it. So when you came in, I was in the middle of trying to find what they asked me to send them. And you were like, hey, can you put some clothes in the washer? And I'm like, cool, I got you. Now, what would have rushed that is if I would have known that you already had the water running. Mm-hmm. If I would have known you already had the water running, then I would have went ahead, dropped that, and then put that in there. Mm-hmm. But I didn't know that. So I'm sitting there I was like, let me go ahead and finish this because he had asked like hours earlier in the day. Right. So I'm like, let me go ahead and get this done. I'm talking about 5-6 hours earlier. So didn't get. I mean, went ahead and got that done. Then I came in. It might have been 10 minutes later, something like that. 10, 15. The water had filled up, but I didn't know you was filling the water up. So sometimes that happens, but it's not that I'm I mean, I can see how that come off like that, but no, it ain't never like that though. But sorry, I got you.
No, I think sometimes the reason why it bothers me, and I understand why you probably do it, is because I'm like an overthinker, and I try to plan ahead for like the worst and the best outcome that could possibly happen. So sometimes I'll come to you and I'll be like, hey.
Mostly the worst though.
Yeah, I do, because I mean, somebody's got to think about it. I think about what could possibly go wrong to anticipate what we could do to fix it. Sometimes when I come to you and I'm like, hey, I don't know, let's say a big bill is about to come out. A big bill is about to come out of the account, whatever. You're like, oh, it'll be fine. 2 days later, we looking at like $2 in the account. And you're like, oh man, we got like $2 in the account. And I'm like, yeah, I told you a big bill was gonna come out. And you're, I mean, like, it's not a big deal, but sometimes I try to think ahead, because I'm thinking like, what are we gonna do in the event that there's only $2 in the account? Yeah, kind of thing. So. Yeah, well, but then like, because I am like that, and I say stuff like that for everything, I think sometimes you like brush off a lot of what I'm saying as me just talking. Like, she's thinking about the worst that could happen. And I'm like, okay, maybe I am, but sometimes I can catch some stuff. Does that make sense? Yeah. It don't look like, I mean, it looked like you get it, but at the same time, it looked like you want to disagree.
No, you good.
You sure?
Yeah, I'm positive.
Okay. You got another one for me?
Yeah, I do.
Ooh.
No, it's literally on a light note.
Oh, okay.
I'm not a fan when she tickles me. I'm not a fan of that. I'm really not. So I'm not a get tickled person. And so it really is weird.
First of all, can y'all imagine Trey laughing? Like a free laugh?
No. I got like 30 laughs.
Well, I'm just talking about like, imagine Trey just like chuckling. I can't see it. And when I tickle him, he actually gets mad at me.
Not really. It's not mad. It's because like when she tickles you to kill you. Like,
and I'm laughing too.
That's what I'm saying. So she's not even gauging her tickle. Like, you can tickle light, you can tickle soft. No, she going in. And so it starts to hurt. Like, it's like one of those, how tickles feel, but it's one of those hurting ones. So,
because I'm trying real hard to get you.
Right. But she laughing with it at the same time. So, you don't really know how hard you going in. And so, yeah, she tickles the kill. It's not that I get mad. It's just like, bruh, this hurt.
If
and
he
it's
would just,
funny.
If he would just laugh.
I do laugh.
Then I would stop tickling him.
Yeah. I try and
I would stop tickling him. But because he's not laughing, I'm trying so much harder.
But y'all, I used to try and tickle back so that she can know how it is. And she be like, she like that cousin that, I'm a hit. I'm gonna just hit you.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Okay, I have another pet peeve. All right, so me and Trey can be watching a movie that we've seen 1,000 times. I don't know. Let me give out his favorite movie, which is The Wood.
Yeah, The Wood.
Okay, I think we've watched that movie at least 100 times since we've been married.
And I've watched it 100 times before we got married.
I know. So he knows the movie backwards and forwards.
Yep.
For whatever reason, it bothers me that he will gasp or, be like, oh man, I can't believe that happened. When we watching a movie that we done seen 1,000 times.
That's right. And I'll do it again. I do it every time because I don't know why, but even if somebody tells me what a movie is about and I know what's coming up, I just get joy in watching movies and stuff. Still, it can make me laugh again. It can make me even like she said, even if I know what's coming, I'm just like, dang.
Oh my god.
But again, that's for me. That's joy. That's joy in watching the movie. When it can make me do that every single time I watch it, that's a good movie for me.
Man.
So yeah.
And then he just
I think she hating. She
no,
hating
I'm not
that I'm
hating,
having
but
that much good of a time.
It's just like, we could be watching this movie, we seen it, we know he about to start dancing with this bear. I'm giving an example from the wood. He about to start dancing with this bear. His mom's gonna walk in. Soon as his mama walks in, oh my god, like he's never seen the movie. And I just be looking at him like, you knew that was coming.
Yeah.
I just don't get it. You know,
it's just good stuff. It's good stuff every time.
Whatever.
So was that your last one?
Nah, I got a couple more.
Golly. Okay. Well, I guess since we were not paying attention when I talk. How about that one? Not paying attention when I talk. So.
Yeah, because I need to hear this one.
Yeah, I mean, a lot of the times, sometimes when I'm saying something to her, it's almost like she tuned me out. Either I don't know if she tuned me out before I start, or like tune me out before I start, pick up in the middle, and then tune out again, or just like tune in and then before the ending, stop listening. Whatever it is, she don't listen to me really, really like intently, so she can get it wrong. And I'm like, that's not what I just said, like at all. Or she can answer a question that I didn't ask. And I'm just like, that's not what I said. That's not what I asked. Oh, so yeah, that one, because, it's like, dang, I just said it. What did you hear? Or what were you doing? So that one, yeah, sometimes that one's hard.
Well, okay. I don't know what it is. I cannot shut my brain off. So I've told Trey this because I'm trying to work on it. He said this for years, and I'm working on it because he'll be like, yeah, we're going to, a basketball game tonight. And I'm like, basketball? What do you mean? I'm trying to stay at home and lay in the bed. Like, I told you 2 nights ago we was going to the basketball game. And I'd be like, I don't know what, you never told me that. So what I'm doing to work on this, tell me if I'm right, because I'm working on it. If he, for whatever reason, Trey can talk through the radio. He can talk through the radio. Like, we're in the car or whatever, and he's got the music on, and the music is going just as loud as his voice. He can talk through that. I can't listen through that because all I can hear is that music. Mm-hmm. I can hear 2 words you're saying. Mm-hmm. And so, like, if you're talking to me, I have to shut off all other noise. Like the TV, I have to mute it. Radio, I have to turn that down. I gotta give you full attention. But even then, sometimes my mind starts running after you tell me one thing, because then I start picturing what you're talking about and I miss whatever part you're talking about right then. Does that make sense? So if you're telling me a story and you're giving me such good detail, I'm picturing you walking through the whole golf course. I can see it in my head, but in the meantime, I'm missing what you just said in the middle of that.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, that makes sense.
Yeah, so I don't know. Well, I do know how I can try to fix that. The only way is for you to shorten your stories.
Not happening. I tell vivid stories, y'all.
He does.
I am.
Sometimes I get lost, though.
Yeah,
no, it's fine, but maybe if you could stop, like, 2 paragraphs in and be like, sure. Yes, like, you still with me?
Now, what did I just say?
Yes.
Tell me word for word. No, I ain't gonna do that. I ain't gonna do that.
That's what it is. Because I'm tired of getting yelled at. You're like, did you hear me?
I literally just said it. Like, what in the world happened between 2 seconds ago and right now?
Oh my God.
Nah, but yeah, I got you though. That's no big deal to do that for my baby. Mm-hmm. So.
Okay. Well, next one. I know. I'm sure this probably could go for either one of us, but. I love the fact that you have a beard and mustache and hair. I can't stand that you leave hair around the sink.
Well, I don't know if she Probably not. I used to leave a lot of hair around the sink. Now, not as much. If she, pays attention a little bit in there.
I don't pay attention in there because I'm not using that restroom.
Well, that's what I'm saying. But I did. I worked on that. I did. I worked on that.
Yeah.
So, and fellas, y'all know, if you got a beard, stuff, I like it literally, you can be done. There's been times where I've cleaned the sink off after, making it nice and neat on my, cutting my stuff, making it right, clean the sink, and then I might comb my hair
where it comes from.
Afterwards to make sure it's styled right, and then not look down, and right there, boom, there's some hair that has came out. And I get back later in the afternoon or, come in from lunch. I'm like, dang, how did it get there? How did that get there? So either way, though, I have definitely been working on that.
Yeah. Well, it's a constant battle, and I just decided not to fight it anymore. So that's why I moved to the other restroom.
But she did that a long time ago. So that's how you can tell that she ain't been looking.
Yeah. Well, no.
But it's okay.
It's okay. Don't say that, because I came in there and cleaned off the sink not too long ago, and there was a nice amount of hair on the faucet.
How long ago was that? Well,
I don't remember.
Don't matter. But either way, all I'm saying is I definitely been working on it. Yes, sir.
Okay. And
you got another one?
Nope.
I'm like, dang, y'all, she killing me. No, I mean, she want me to, it's like, I don't know, she want me to say snoring is a pet peeve.
I know is.
I'm not gonna lie, it's not. I don't care. I can go to sleep. I sleep well at night, every night. Clear my mind, and I'm gone. Now, it was an adjustment when we first got married because, if you don't snore, really, then you're not used to it when it just pops up. And so for me, what I had to do at first was start going to sleep before her, kinda. Like, try to. And that's hard because I don't really go to sleep. You know what I mean? When we first got married and stuff, sometimes she was going like 8:30. But so sometimes I missed that. Then I just over time adapted to just, look, go to sleep. And so I just started going to sleep. So yeah, now, man, please, she can be going in over there on the side. When I'm ready to go to sleep, I turn over and night.
And what do you do whenever I'm snoring too?
Now, sometimes though, yeah, but I still be up and I'm watching TV. Yeah, sometimes I gotta hit her with that adjustment budge. You know what I'm saying? Like, and she wake up like, what happened? I'm like, I don't know. But in the meantime, she turn over a little bit, adjust that whatever's going on in the throat to make that snoring noise. She adjusts, and it's good for, a good 10 minutes. No, I'm playing. It's good for for however long, and normally I can go to sleep within that time. So
yeah, I do feel bad because I know that it's the worst whenever I'm sick.
Yeah, it's pretty bad when you're sick, but like I said,
I wouldn't be able to deal with it. I'm telling you, because I just be like.
Luckily, 9 times out of 10, she's asleep before me anyway, so she probably won't ever have to deal with it.
No, you snore, but it's a light one.
I said probably, but
it's real light.
Yeah, it got to be super light. It's real light,
and then it's only whenever you're really tired, like after a game, or you stayed up too late the night before. But it's like a light snore. It's like I wouldn't even worry about it. But I grew up with my mama and my daddy both snore like super loud. Like my mama snores so loud I could hear her, all the way in my room with my door closed.
Oh man.
You know what I'm saying? So like, I don't know. Maybe it wouldn't bother me as much, but it was kind of a shock to me to find out that I actually snored, because I was like, I would never.
Man. Then you find out, wait, that's why I was waking up. I was waking myself up with my own snore.
Man.
Didn't even know it.
That's a story.
For another day.
Yeah.
Yeah. So anyways, listen, real quick though, we're going to take a little second to pay some bills, and we're going to be right back with a question from our inner circle. So, all right, listen, We have a question from the inner circle. Do you want me to read the question or you got it? You got it?
Of course.
Okay, listen. It says...
Oh, wait.
What's up?
Oh.
You go ahead. You go ahead and read that. Go ahead and read that.
Okay, it says, what are some things your spouse does that annoys you?
So we already went through that.
Mm-hmm.
I'm sure y'all heard that. Mm-hmm.
What is your spouse's most repeated sentence or phrase? Do you find this irritating? What one item of clothing does your spouse wear that you just cannot stand?
Ooh.
All right, so let's start with the first one. What's your spouse's most repeated sentence or phrase?
You probably got me on this. This is hard for me because I know it is one. I can't think of it right now. Most repeated.
Really?
I know.
I have a couple.
I know, but I can't think.
I gotta go to work tomorrow. What would I say?
I don't want to go to work tomorrow. AKA, what? What is it again? No, seriously. You literally say, I don't want to go to work tomorrow. Matter of fact, she might say, I don't want to go to work on Wednesday, and it's Sunday. And I'm like, bruh, you got how many days in between that day? Why are you thinking about that right now?
Right. What's the other one?
What? Tell me, because I can't think right now.
Telling me what to do.
Oh, yeah, that's her favorite one right there, y'all. Don't tell me what to do. You can't tell me what to do. Now, sometimes she's just talking to herself or the dog. She might be talking to the dog. You can't tell me what to do. Yeah. Yeah.
They don't actually tell me what to do.
Exactly.
But
Sheba
forces me to do things because she'll come to my side of the bed and she'll make me, like, she'll just sit there until I take action.
So that's the funny thing, though, because I had to teach Kiana how to ignore the dog. Because Sheba could be looking at you and staring at you with her big brown eyes, and Kiana just fall for it every time. What? Why are you looking at me? Go away. I'm like, I'm telling you, if you just don't look at her, she is going to walk away.
Yeah, I'm learning now.
Yeah, she is.
I'm learning because now when she come over there, I just turn them to the other side or I'll pull the cover up over my head and then she'll leave.
And it works. It works.
It does.
A lot of times she just want to look at you. Make sure you still there.
No, she wants me to do something.
Yeah, but it be something that we done already did. That's when I figured it out. I'm like, bro, I just took you out 10 minutes ago.
Yeah.
You already ate. What you want? Nothing. You just want a pat on the head. I got you. Now bye.
Yeah, she training this for kids because I'm almost positive that's probably what they do. They just come over there and sit next to you and they want something.
Always. I know I did.
So, my spouse's most repeated sentence or phrase, I don't know that you necessarily have one, but I'm going to switch it up because then I'm going to answer this next question with it. Something that you do often is sing. He just sings random stuff. I'm not talking about a song. I'm talking about like just random words or whatever. He might hear, a scripture or something, read a scripture, hear a scripture, be listening to the word. He will sing 3 pieces, 3 words of that scripture back and forth.
In different octaves, different.
Yes, and he'll just rev it up until he knows it's getting on my nerves.
Well, not really. I will rev it up until I might catch a glimpse of you or something. I'm like, oh, snap. I'm doing it again. So, yeah, if I end up looking at her, I'm like, dang.
Yeah.
My bad.
Because he'll just be singing. Like, sometimes he'll just sing, hey. Hey, yeah. I can't even do it like he's doing it. But he just be going in. Different
type. Breaking up the H from the EY, going low to high to low. It's just, I don't know. That's just something I've always done.
Well, that's something that irritates me because...
It's bad.
Because I'm just like, stop it. I mean, it's like he kind of trying to practice some riffs or something.
But not even. Like, I literally am not even trying. I just...
It's just over there. But you know what? I got to give him some credit. I mean, not some credit. Give him some slack because I make some... Yes, I constantly make noise. And I didn't realize how bad it was until I started doing it at work. And my coworker asked me, why are you always tapping and clapping? Like, he literally asked me, like, do you realize that you're clapping right now? And I was like, no.
Yeah, brother, I'll go through that every week.
Heck yeah, I just be like, I would do it
Just
now.
random clap.
I don't want y'all to be hearing it. But
Random claps.
I just keep like beats in my head, and so like if I'm in a good mood, I'll clap. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. It's just that's just my thing. I guess it's just like how Trey sings, but whatever. The next question: do you find that irritating that I clap?
I mean, not really. My whole thing is just like, why? Why did you just clap? Like what? What was that about?
It'll be
because it literally is random. Like
it'll be out of nowhere.
Random, y'all. But no, not at all.
Okay, so what's one item of clothing that I own that you just can't stand?
Yeah, that's the thing. You look good in everything, baby girl. You know what I'm saying?
Oh my god!
I don't have one. If I did, it's been a long time, and you already got rid of it. So I can't even remember. I feel like it was something, but right now, you know what I'm saying? Everything you got is icy.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
cool.
I can't think of nothing. That's what I was sitting here doing, trying to think, but every outfit and all that stuff I was going through was fire.
Okay, well, for me, I think I told you this like last week or so. I can't stand when you wear them athletic pants. Probably those black ones. And I think I bought them, but I don't care. I don't like them black pants. They like, what are they, Puma pants? You know,
not those.
Yes,
not those. I think you're talking about
those two.
Yeah, I don't wear those around the house though.
No, you don't.
Well, I don't know.
You wear, look, on the weekend, that's his thing. Like he likes athleisure is his clothing for the weekend, and so he'll wear those with whatever. I don't like it. It shows off too much.
Well, I don't know.
Yes,
hey,
it does.
Either way, I stopped. Actually, I probably haven't worn them in a long time.
It's been a couple weeks.
Oh, it's probably been a long time.
I told you that when you wore them the last time that you can't wear them no more, and you was like, "No, it don't show nothing. I don't know what you talking about."
That's funny. But
ask some others. Well, I wouldn't even tell you to ask nobody else.
Look, I won't wear them no more. So, booyah.
Yeah.
No problem.
Thank you, Lord.
I'll just buy some more.
Some that are, I don't even know, because I know a lot of people say like on men they don't like it when their spouse wears like sweatpants and stuff because of the same reason.
This is interesting.
You never heard this?
No, I haven't. But it's funny though because the women be walking around wearing almost practically nothing.
I don't do that. Think about it.
Okay.
I don't do that.
Okay. That's fine. I'm just saying. All right. I'm not going to bring it up.
All right.
We can just move on.
Anyways, for the next Inner Circle question, it says, great podcast today. I loved it. Heart emoji. I have another question.
Thank you.
Y'all are going to get so sick of me. LOL. Okay. Question. How are you dealing with each other's pet peeves?
Well. For me, it is when you really love somebody, there's some stuff that just comes with them that it may or may not change. Now, if it's a pet peeve, that means it's low enough on the scale to not make you super, 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 super angry for the most part. And I just choose to keep on moving. If it's really, really that bad, then you can let them know, and hopefully they, fix it or trying, and you can see them trying, and give them kudos for that, or you can let it, take over your whole mind at all times and be a sad patty. and I just choose not to be a sad patty. So yeah, anytime it happens, I'm like, dang, pet peeve, but I keep it moving.
Okay. Well, me, I just choose to go the other way. So like the hair in the sink, I'm like, that's fine. I'll go to my restroom. The what was it? Oh, the movies and him acting like it's his first time. I still talk noise whenever I hear it.
Definitely.
So I guess I'm more of a crabby patty than a sad patty. And then, I didn't even tell y'all about his nightstand. But yeah, some of this stuff, I just choose to ignore it. or I'll just go around it. Because I'm like, a lot of this stuff is real small and it's not a big issue. So I'm like, I'll just focus on something else. Yeah, because most of the stuff that he does, it really only, like, it's only in his world, you know what I'm saying? Like, because some of the stuff we have as pet peeves for other people, they've been doing for years, and sometimes it only affects them. So I'm like, okay, well, if he has to do this to do what, you know, get his beard looking nice, enjoy his movie, fine, I'll just let it be. But, you know.
Yeah, because I mean, look, if I wasn't laughing at him, then I'd just be sitting over there looking like
Kanye.
Yeah, exactly. Who wants that?
Nobody.
All right, then.
All right. Next one says, woo, child, I got to get something off my chest. Feel me?
Get it off then.
All right. All right. So I'm going to switch up some of these words because they were cussing in this and we don't cuss. So, all right. So I got to get something off my chest. You feel me? If this dude snatched the covers off me one more time, he gonna have to get lifted by an ambulance, sis. Wow. I'm trying to hold my delicate feminine composure, but right now I'm a gorilla. Y'all, please give me some words of encouragement before I stick this man tonight. I've been losing my sleep, y'all. Wow. I put that in there because she put the claps in there. Every night he either farting, pushing and shoving me over up against the wall. Last time I slept on the outside, I ended up falling face first on the floor because he pushed me out the bed half asleep. I feel like I'm riding a bull at night because I gotta hang on to the covers while trying to sleep. I love him to death, but dang, 4 years into this stuff, man, the struggle is too real.
Whoa.
Yeah.
She went in.
Did you?
I'm not gonna laugh.
Could you
But
imagine?
I was laughing. No, I can't. That's tough. Yeah, I got two things for this, I guess. Look, it sound like y'all need a bigger bed.
Yes.
So go for that king joint or the California king joint if you already got the king. And I'm pretty sure that will help with you falling on your face or, you know, catching the edge or something like that. And then with the covers, you know, sometimes that's just a struggle. Sometimes it's gonna happen. Get a bigger cover.
No, don't get a bigger cover.
Get another one.
Yes.
What you do is you layer it so you can both still be under the same cover, but when it starts sliding towards his way, then you got the other one that's on top of that one halfway that's still covering you. So now y'all both still under the same cover together, because you know you definitely want to be under the same cover, but you got enough for you when he start tripping with that burrito roll. Yeah. You know what I'm saying?
No, I say just get two separate covers, and you got yours, I got mine.
Dang, but see, I guess that is a route. I don't like that though.
I know you don't.
Yeah, I don't like that.
I would just say
I want to feel your legs.
All the farting and all that stuff.
Man, that's tough.
It would stay under his cover over there. And if y'all got a king size or a California king, let him fart over there. And if it's in his sleep, I know this is about to sound bad, but I don't know. I would just start doing stuff to him in his sleep.
I believe that.
I might paint you, drop a couple drops of water on you.
That ain't right.
I'm just kidding.
He can't help that.
I'm just kidding. But no, we definitely have to let him know. Like,
yeah,
you need to be mindful of what you're doing in your sleep because I can't. But yeah, I definitely think you should get separate covers.
Yeah, if you're losing sleep, it's probably worth the investment for that king size bed too. Yeah, seriously.
That's crazy though. I mean, I know kids who sleep like that, but I thought we all kind of got out of that as adults.
Yeah, you do sometimes, but some of us probably get stuck. You know,
stuck in that realm. Mm-hmm. All right, so the next one says, "Hey, how would you have a conversation with your husband about you making more money than him? Should that even be a conversation? To clarify, I was told that it was a big deal to make more than my husband. We never had a conversation about it, but I am being constantly told that it will be an issue. I'd love to hear your opinions."
I mean, you probably could, bring it up in like a non-formal, serious way on his thoughts on it. And then depending on the way that he goes with it, that'll tell you how to handle that. Personally, it shouldn't be because I was looking real close. You said husband. Mm-hmm. So in my mind, it really shouldn't be a big deal. But then again, I'm me. So personally, I would say y'all are a team. It's both of y'all. It shouldn't be a big deal, but just talk to him about it. See if he has a big deal about it, then he can do something about it by going out and trying to get some more, if that's a big deal. Mm-hmm. But yeah, a lot of people will say that, like, y'all, and true enough, there are a lot of men out there that's a part of their ego too. So like, if if you go and do that, now you're making more money than me. Well, man, dang.
I ain't the head of household no more.
Right. When it's so much more than just that. And I'm pretty sure, let me think a little bit. I probably got some more, but Q, what you got?
Yeah, I don't know, because on a situation like that, sometimes when we address how we're feeling, or, a serious situation like that, sometimes you can actually put the insecurity onto the person. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? So like, what if he's not even thinking about that? And now all of a sudden you've come to him and you said, does it bother you that I make $20,000 more than you?
Right.
Now I am worried, because why are you thinking about this?
Right.
So I definitely would be careful about even approaching that situation, because you don't know what it could spark. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? So like, I think it would be a good conversation to have if you notice that your spouse or your husband is starting to act different. You know what I'm saying? Like, was this a change that just happened? Or was this something that, it was like this before y'all got married? You know what I'm saying? Like, you just got to feel out your husband and see, is this something that you think he might be insecure about? And, then y'all can have the conversation. But if he seems fine with it, it doesn't bother him, he's not making little jabs at you, then don't say anything. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? Because the moment that you point it out, now it's a problem.
Possibly.
Yeah.
That's real.
Well, because at that point, then it's gonna be
in your mind.
It's
now.
gonna be in my mind. Like, dang, she did say she makes.
The devil know how to play with that thing, boy. Woo. But listen, I'm gonna be real with y'all. In a few weeks, Q about to be doing that exact thing. She's gonna be making more than me. But guess what? I'm happy. You know why? Because in this household, we have one pot.
That's right.
So guess what? When she make more, it's that SHE gets crossed out and it's WE. We make more. More. I ain't tripping. I'm like, go get it, babe. As long as you still happy, because I didn't have to have that conversation. Like, look, if you mad, leave. Like, do something, get something done. But as long as she happy and she bringing in the bread, keep it coming. And we're gonna spend that stuff together.
That's right. And I think that's why it goes back to that hypergamy episode we were talking about.
Yeah.
Because at that point, then you gotta understand, like, what's your value in this situation? Because I could tell you right now, if Trey started acting up because I started making more money, I just don't know if I can take it. I wouldn't know how to handle that, so I would have to point him in the direction of some strong men who could help him with that situation. But
that might be the case for a lot of these guys who still have that mindset. You get stuck in a situation of what you believe something should look like. And, it's probably been 40 or 50 years since it's looked like that.
Right.
So you just have to reevaluate, like, what do the times look like now? What can I do to remedy that as well? Like I said, going out and getting a different career.
Right.
To up your stuff.
Or go back to school.
That too. There's so many ways to get that done or get that situation remedied without, going off on your spouse for something that happens. Mm-hmm. So, yeah. I don't know.
Yeah, what's up with Trey's logic today?
Yeah, so Trey's logic, I went back to the book, y'all, and I found something from... This is from May the 2nd of 2018, y'all. And since we were talking about pet peeves, I was like, I don't even know if I have anything in there about that. But I found something that I felt like I could make work. And so I'm just going to let y'all have it. If it does, it does. If it doesn't, use it for something else. So what it says is, it says E plus R equals O. And what that is an event plus your response equals the outcome. So all that's really saying is you can't really change the event, the thing that happens. You can't change that, but you can change your response to it, which will then change the outcome, right? So a lot of times, we're talking about these pet peeves. It can go two ways. You can let that destroy your mind, and you can, be mad at the world forever or however long that takes. And literally it's just you, because the other person is not thinking about it. I guarantee you, the person that you pass on the freeway that you mad at and honking the horn at, guess what? They're going to go to work and drink coffee and have fun, and you're going to still be thinking about it at your desk, tearing you up. So you can either go that route, or you can say, you know what? I'm not going to let that bother me today. Or like we talked about earlier, it's not really that big of a deal. Or you can go about it a different way. What did Kiana do? I'm just going to go to the other restroom, use that sink instead until he gets his act together. Right? But there's so many other ways. But again, the outcome all depends on your response, right? And how you deal with that. So that's what I got for you right there. That's going to end this episode. Mm-hmm. I loved it, y'all. So again, thank y'all so much for listening to How Do You Love Me? And you listen, we always would love to hear from you. And so if you would like to let us know about a topic you want us to talk about, or you have a question for us, don't hesitate. You can DM us on Instagram at HDYLM_podcast, or you can leave us a voicemail at 682-231-0848, right? Don't forget, real quick, also leave us a review wherever you're listening to us too. We would love it, and it'll help this podcast get out to everyone else. And with that being said, we thank y'all so much. And until the next one, deuces.
Bye.